So the conspiracy theorists are at it again. Like always, they jump towards the newest crazy idea. The more fringe it is, the more attractive it is. So the most recent one is this rapture prediction. And like all rapture predictions so far, they have failed. And they will probably continue to fail. I mean, eventually someone might get it right. The one person that actually manages to get lucky and guess the exact day it happens. But yeah, that hasn't happened yet, and it probably won't because a lot of these people just make something up. Really, they use a little, maybe like one Bible verse or something, and come up with some crazy idea, and then boom, they predict it. And yeah, anyway, they fail. And it's amazing how many people like actually believe in these rapture predictions and actually act like it's going to happen. It's crazy, and it's always like one cult leader. It's always like some random guy, some cult leader, and he has like a small following, and they all believe the rapture is going to happen. And honestly, if you research every single one of these guys, chances are there's some kind of scammer, probably embezzled some money, probably something fishy. Because like someone who's like serious about the gospel, about being a good Christian, actually trying to do the work of the Lord, they're probably not going to act like that. They're not going to just start some kind of rapture scam. But anyway, yeah, that happened. And so anyway, it's popular. It's just like some people just love conspiracy theories. I have heard, I don't know how many conspiracy theories I've heard about chips over the years. I think for the last, I don't know, 20, 25 years. I think my entire Christian, probably the entire time I've been a Christian, I have heard various conspiracy theories involving chips inside, the hand and stuff like that. I've been hearing these for over 20, 25 years, but I have never heard anyone actually give proof. It's always conspiracy theories. They never give any kind of proof for this. It's their fringe belief of why they believe, like where do they hear that there's chips being put into someone. So, but now, for the first time ever, within the last few years, I actually think there are events happening around the world that might not actually be conspiracy theories for once. Like we actually might have evidence of events that are moving towards the rapture. So in the past, I've had like predictions about maybe like what year I thought the rapture would happen. My current best guess is 2033, but once again, I'm not going to say that's 100%. That's just like a number I threw out. Right? Like, no, like if you're serious, you can make a rapture prediction, but you're not going to say with 100% certainty, right? Like that's just dumb. Like who does that? So for once, I think that we have evidence that, maybe not everything is a conspiracy theory. So the thing about the chips is that for the first time ever, we might actually have physical evidence of a chip. So that's the difference between a conspiracy theory and a fact. A fact is based on real information that and you verified. So for those that have been keeping up with information, what's going around the world, you probably know about AI, ChatGPT. You've probably heard, could probably talk a long time about AI and everything it's done and how it's moving the world in a direction of possibly a dystopia in the near future. So we have that going on. And then you also have what's not talked about as much, and that is the Neuralink. So I have made a video about this in the past, about a year or two ago, but I'll mention it again. But there has been progress. I think last time I checked, there are currently 12 people at this time that have a chip in the back of their head, and that is verified information. This is not a conspiracy theory. But do not jump the gun. Do not start saying that this is the mark of the beast. You're jumping the gun. This is just a chip that helps paralyzed people use a cursor with their mind. That is all it does right now. Now, in the future, this chip will expand and it'll do more things. Blind people might be able to see in the future. And maybe in the future, this chip will give people supernatural intelligence. Possibly. I don't know how long that would take. The chip will be used to help people and better humanity in the short term. So in the short term, this technology will be beneficial, helpful. It is a prototype and a type of what the mark of the beast will be in the future. But it is not the mark of the beast. Do not start jumping the gun. Conspiracy theorists love jumping the gun, and they're the kinds of people that would say the COVID vaccine is the mark of the beast. They'll say stupid stuff like that with a straight face. They'll say the dumbest things with a straight face. So do not jump the gun. You should be aware of what's going on in the world, like actually going on in the world. Like, you find out what's going on. You check the news. You get the facts, the real information of what's going on in the world. Not some fringe conspiracy theory stuff, like actual real news and information. And then you can tie that in with the Bible and see how that correlates. That is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have wisdom, use critical thinking, common sense. These are qualities that are lacking in a lot of people, unfortunately. So you have one category, you have the sheep people that just believe everything they hear. And then you also have another category of people that believe every crazy thing they hear. You have the conspiracy theories. So two opposites of the same spectrum that are equally as crazy. So you're supposed to be wise. So know what's going on in the world. You should know, what artificial intelligence is doing. You should know what the Neuralink is doing. Know about the various events going on in the world. But don't get too caught up with it. Always remember the Bible is your main source of wisdom. So always test everything by the Bible, by God, and ask God for wisdom in how to use this information correctly. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. See you next time.